What's up, YouTube, and to all you Kings on the Gotway enthusiasts and all haters? This is V coming at you to bring you guys along as I outfit my MS Pro with a premium electric unicycle protective cover made by Roll.nz. And although these protective covers were designed specifically for certain wheels, they are made with a tough neoprene material that fits the wheel like a skin on a grape. Roll.nz launched in March of this year a line of Gotway Bodyguards. Before I get into this video, Roll.nz is not endorsing this video, nor did I receive anything in doing so. The views expressed are solely mine, so with that being said, let me wipe down my MS Pro and get into this video. Now that I have the MS Pro wiped down, clean, and it's dry, I'm going to open up my package from Roll.nz. And in measuring the MS Pro and comparing it to the MSX and the MSX Plus or the MSX 100 volt, the MS Pro comes in around about a ½ inch wider, and that's really eyeballing the measurements. Here's a Roll.nz sticker. They have a blue end cap to go with the blue neoprene skin. Set of instructions on how to fit it. But again, because this machine comes in at a ½ inch wider than the MSX, I'm going to see whether or not I can outfit this neoprene skin to my MS Pro, even though it is made for the MSX. Okay, let me find out which. I believe this is the front. Yep, and this is the back. Because there's the dual headlights, that's going to be problematic, but nonetheless, I'm just going to see whether or not I can use it in lieu anyway. And I know they say take it off the stand, set it down, which I will, to make it easier on myself. Around for you all. Although I hate pulling up the handles, it fits tight and snug. Again, this is for this was really outfitted for the MSX, not so much the MS Pro. But because I'll be riding this a lot more because it's a newer wheel and I want to get familiar with it, I will be using it on the MS Pro. The quality is second to none. Like I said, I have the neoprene skin from Roll.nz on the 16X and the 18XL. And I love it. I love them like that. The quality, again, is excellent. Stitching, the whole 9 yards. I ordered it from Roll.nz. It cost $93. Shipping is like $32. However, it was supposed to technically be $123 altogether. However, I guess converting the money over to New Zealand currency, it came out to about $133 US. I think it's worth it, me personally. Again, I'm anal retentive when it comes down to my wheels. I love to ride them. I don't like to drop them, but things happen. And me being the daredevil that I am, and I tend to push these wheels more than I should, I tend to have my fair share of spills, if you will. So anything that can help me to protect my wheels, I'm all for it. And anyone that knows or have had experiences with crashes with MSX type or MS series type EUCs know the shell is not the greatest. Any small crash with the MS series will cause some significant damage to your wheels, and because a lot of us that have these wheels tend to ride them at speeds we really shouldn't be riding them according to some people's perspective, again, they sustain damage, significant damage, to the point where you actually have to purchase possibly new shells. So anything that can help me to not damage my shell, I'm all for it. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to test them. Although the small maneuvers that I was doing isn't indicative of how the EUC Bodyguard will perform when I'm out and about riding it, it does give me an idea as to what to expect. Now, my impression of the Neoprene Bodyguard or the EUC Bodyguard is I'm loving it. The material, it's actually adhering, on my pant legs are actually adhering to the material, making it a lot easier for me to maneuver the wheel. It's very durable. Now, because this Neoprene or EUC Bodyguard was made specifically for the MSX, and we do know the MSX do come in a lot smaller, well, not a lot smaller, but at least a ½ inch smaller than the MS Pro. And there are some key features on the MS Pro that the MSX does not have. The speakers, the dual headlights, and the lift sensor cutoff switch. Now, I'm going to zoom in and basically go over those key features. Now, the purposes for the lift sensor, which is right here, the lift sensor is right here. And although the EUC Bodyguard fits the wheels like a skin on a grate, it's not that tight to where it will actually depress the button. I'm going to lift the wheel, and the neoprene is not preventing the wheel from moving. But if my hands are small, so if I depress the button, the wheel is going to be deactivated. Now, speakers. The speakers is to the bottom rear. I'm going to play some music here in a moment. Now, I must admit, the speakers sound a lot better with the EUC Bodyguard on it. It actually gives it some presence. It's almost like how the speakers are supposed to perform. Whereas without the EUC Bodyguard, the music sounds like it's actually coming, it is coming from behind, but it actually sounds as though it's behind. Whereas with the Neoprene Bodyguard, it doesn't sound like it's actually behind. It actually sounds like it's here. Also, I thought the headlights would be a problem, but actually it's not. It's not. So although this EUC Bodyguard was basically made for the MSX, you could actually use it for the MS Pro. while performing my little drills, I did take a spill, going around in circles, made myself dizzy. And the wheel actually didn't sustain, or not so much the wheel, but the neoprene material didn't sustain any scratches. And I'm quite sure had I not had the Bodyguard on my MS Pro would have had a couple of scratches from the asphalt. Now I want to give a shout out to Kevin and Chrissy of Roll.nz for actually designing a accessory that we in the EUC community can use. I mean, because most of us, like myself, we ride our wheels, or tend to ride our wheels aggressively, and we all know that in doing so, we run the risk of damaging our wheel. Not to say that the EUC Bodyguard will give us 100% protection from damage. It will give us some type of protection from damage. Some protection is better than no protection in my book. Would I recommend the EUC Bodyguard to folks? Of course I would. If you are really, like myself, concerned about scratches or preserving our wheels, I would highly recommend it. If you're not so keen into spending $32 or a third of the cost of the Neoprene EUC Bodyguard to have it shipped to you, I'm quite sure eWheels will eventually, and I don't hold me to it because I haven't spoken to Jason, but he does have, or he does carry some of the EUC Bodyguards for the King song. So it's just a matter of time before he winds up having some on hand, and that will basically alleviate having to pay that hefty international shipping cost. So with that being said, show your girl some love. Hit that like button, subscribe, and of course, I love comments, good, bad, or indifferent. So until next time, deuces.